would you do if I told you that I can imbue you with magical powers?
I will believe you. I believe in the majestic.
Okay, I'm about to review the American Society of Magical Negroes.
Did they have to use the word Negroes? I mean, never mind.
They're trying to get a point across. So yes,
let me shut up. Okay.
The society started hundreds of years ago, so we weren't calling ourselves African Americans
or
hundreds
black
of years ago. Yeah.
We were calling each other Negroes. It's
yes.
those we had stages of
yes. Negro was the nice word back then. And it's an hour and 44 minutes long. So it stars Justice Smith as Aaron, David Allen Greer as Roger.
He has a nice range, I've learned.
Yes, he does.
I've seen him on a TV show. It was the one on Oprah's network. Queen Sugar.
Queen Sugar? Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah, he was a nasty little piece of work on there.
You know what?
I was
he just announced for what was it, the Oscars, and he has a nice voice for that. They need to use him more often. He's really good with that.
I'm seeing him quite a bit again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Aisha Hines as Gabbard. She's in 911. You know, when I first saw her was this TV show called Cult that was back in 2013.
Was that horror?
Yeah, it was a scary TV show. It was about a cult.
Oh, it was a show. Okay.
It was really good. And of course, when something's really good,
cancel it.
Cancel. And then after that, I just started seeing her. She was in stuff before that that I had actually seen, but I never really, I guess I didn't notice her too much. But after that, I really noticed her. And now I see her in lots of things. So more power to you.
Cool.
Anne Lee Bogan as Lizzie. Excuse me. Drew Tarver as Jason. And Nicole Byer as Dee Dee.
So what's going on in the American Society of Magical Black People?
You can say Negroes. It's okay.
I don't like it.
A young man, Aaron, is recruited into a secret society of magical black people who dedicate their lives to a cause of utmost importance, making white people's lives easier.
That's their goal for the society?
Yes.
What about your own?
They touch on all of that.
Okay,
like, what about your own feelings? Because you can't, they have different rules. Like, you can't put yourself, you can't put yourself first. You have to put the client first. You have to make sure that they're happy because they can see, like, when a white person starting to get agitated a lot. And when that happens, black people get hurt or killed usually. So that's what
he's talking about the cause and effect, the typical cause and effect that we see on TV a lot, unfortunately.
Yeah. So that is why they have magical Negroes to come and just kind of calm them down. Like, what is it that you're stressing about? What do you need? And they can do some magic for the client. They can't just do it for themselves. If they do it for themselves, then everybody loses their magical powers because it's a
unity.
It's a shared magic that they have. And when we went to see it, there was like 6 of us in there.
You going to daytime?
Yeah, we went to daytime.
Okay.
And there was a white couple. There was a black man with a white lady. And then what looked like a black man. And then we're black. Now, I would like to implore our Caucasian viewers, if you're still in this, please still be in this. Just because it has this title and it seems like a black movie, you can still go see it. I mean, they touch on, you know what, it's not getting the best reviews, and I think that's just because of the title.
That's what I was wondering.
Yeah, I think that's just because of the title, because people haven't seen it. It's funny. Of course, there's white people in there because, hello, we have to...
when I first heard it, and it's funny because I know in the previews, one of the characters actually says to them something in the nature of, this magical Negroes, you could have said black or African American. Like, couldn't you change? He actually brought that up. And I get what you're saying now that they touch on a different point. That's why I can't wait till I see it. So
yeah,
they'll touch on that.
They touch on that.
Okay. Now
it even touches on, like, why should I ignore my feelings? You know what I mean? So I mean, I'm almost giving some away there, and I apologize, but you got to see it. It kind of it moves. It's
There's
not
an arc?
just, yeah. I thought it was just going to be like a bunch of comedy
flat.
and stuff, but
Yeah.
yeah, flat. But it, you know, there was a little bit of an arc.
It sounds
It could have
interesting.
been better than what it was, in my opinion. But I'm going to explain.
It sounds a little
Some stuff.
different. And to look at the previews, it looks a little different. And the first thing I thought about was Harry Potter. I thought
Oh,
about
'cause of
Harry
magic?
Potter, and then I thought about who's the one Eddie Redmayne plays in those movies that he's magic.
Uh-huh.
That's what I thought about when it said, when I first read the title. It made me think about those movies.
Oh, they don't have a wand, but they could do some magic. Yeah. Okay,
I
so
got some fun notes.
per the writer, director, Kobe Libby, I just got this from an interview that they did with him.
Oh, okay.
So I'm paraphrasing. I typed most of it word for word, but I'm paraphrasing.
Okay, that's cool. Once you give them credit, we're good.
Yeah. The magical Negro is a black supporting character who doesn't have his or her own internal life. They're just there to support the white protagonist's journey. The film is a critique of that. It's a satire that imagines that being a magical Negro is a real job that you can get. It's a secret underground society, a world beneath our world where these black people use literal magic powers to support these white clients. It's a satire that attacks the trope, but it's also a very fun piece that we can think of all the fantastical things that black people have to do to survive in America. It also explores some of the defense mechanisms that were taught about how to respond to racism and how to respond to white people and keep ourselves safe in America. At its heart, it's a love story about finding a person and finding people who look at you as a full three-dimensional person in the world in a culture that would rather reduce you to a stereotype.
Wow, that's loaded.
Because there is a love story in there.
It's loaded.
Yeah. It's like a love triangle. So the guy, Justice Smith, who plays Aaron, falls in love with Lizzie, right? They
previews.
Yeah, they genuinely meet and they like each other. But when he's helping his client's like, oh, I think I like Lizzie. So they're like, well then, Aaron,
gosh.
you can't have Lizzie. You have to help your client get
they
Lizzie.
have to make them happy.
Yes.
Instead of you. Oh,
Yes.
I don't know if I could do that.
Yeah. So that's where some of the
like a prearranged marriage.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can do that. Now so no extra scenes.
No.
This Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, Rotten Tomatoes, the tomato meter gave it 30%. That's the
sad.
critics. And the audience score 59%. And like I said, I think that's because of the name. And people are put off about it. And they're just like, I'm not going to see this black movie about black people putting down white people or whatever, or making us seem
How about
like
see
this,
the
that, and
movie
the third.
first before you go off on tangent, on either side, because there's going to be two sides that are going to attack this. Just relax.
There's a
Just
human side
watch
to
the
it. It's
movie.
not attacking white people. It's making a joke, but it's also real.
Like you said,
we are two black
satire.
women, and we know. And I have a black son, and I have given him and his friends the talk about if you get pulled over by a cop, make sure you have your license and your registration ready. Put your hands on the steering wheel. Listen to what they say, because a lot of white people are scared of us. It doesn't even matter. It's like you're not even doing anything. I just saw a clip earlier today on Inside Edition where they were showing just different clips of things that have been said about black people, and
Why
I think
are
it
they
was
running
Bill.
that?
I forgot what the story was, but I think it was Bill Maher or something back when Trayvon Martin was killed, and he's like, "Well, look at how he's dressed. He had a hoodie on."
What is he talking about?
White people wear hoodies all the time.
Everybody wears hoodies.
He had a hoodie on. It's because he's black.
He didn't want to say that, but we know.
Yeah.
I actually seen one before where they did this experiment where they would have a black man holding TV running through a neighborhood. Then they had a white man with TV running through the neighborhood. Who do you think got stopped?
The black man, of course.
Do you think the white guy got stopped? He
Can I
never got
help
stopped.
you?
Yeah, no, that was a general consensus of what people were saying. I was like, oh, maybe he needs help. But they did the same exact thing. The only thing different was their color. So like when they do these experiments and stuff, it just shows you that we still got a lot of work to do here.
Yeah, we do.
A whole lot.
And that's basically what the movie is saying too. Is
And a satire.
it's a satire, and they don't just sit on the beginning of the premise. I don't want to give away too much in case you do decide to see it, whether in the privacy of your own home or you go see it at the theater.
Just don't judge it from the title.
Yeah.
Go see it for yourself. Because you may really like the movie. It's a little different. So
you may learn something. You may just like it on surface level.
And please don't critique it and go write some big ass paragraph about how the movie. If you haven't seen it, how do you critique something you haven't seen?
Yeah, or
like
just
right now, I can't
trailer.
give a clapper because I've seen the trailer.
Yeah,
or because you told me a little bit about it here right now as we're talking. But no.
Yep. The critics' consensus on Rotten Tomatoes is the American Society of Magical Negroes has a promising premise, but is too timid and to fully engage with its most provocative ideas.
What do they mean by timid? Or were people being
they
scared
kind of hold back.
Okay.
They kind of hold back. They could have went like deeper into the issues.
Yeah, but
they keep it light and keep it fun, and they added magic. Maybe
that's what they wanted it to be, a little bit more lighthearted.
Yes.
While it can also help people understand how different cultures work. I can understand that.
Yeah, so more people can enjoy it, because they already put you off with the name. So
they put me off with the name.
When I went to see it, I went to Harkins, and they don't put the full name up there. On my ticket, it said, like, American Society of, or something like that. And on the door, where they usually have a picture and the full name. Yeah, the marquee. They have, like, American Society of Magical or something.
It's like... Dude, that's the name. But that's the name of the movie.
It's the name of the movie.
They wouldn't have been doing anything wrong, but I'm sure they're probably going to say it's because the title was so long.
Right.
Kind of like the one movie, The Girl Across the Street, around the corner, next to the grocery store,
or the billboards in Ebbing. Yeah.
Now you done made me forget something. Billboards in Ebbing.
Yeah.
Never mind.
So
I'm not going to say it.
Clapper-wise, I'll give it a solid 3. I also felt like they could have done a little bit more too, and then like they're doing the story, and they also had the love story, and I got it, and it was good. But was it great? Was it as good as I had hoped it would be? Not quite, but was it entertaining, and would I possibly watch it again? Yes.
What about matinee? Or
I'm going to give it 3, and I advise matinee. Matinee.
It sounds like it might be a fun date movie too.
Yeah. I was on a date, I guess, with my boyfriend.
So
it wasn't a date. We just went to the movies, but.
Okay. Well, there you have Miss Jules' review of the American Society of Magical African Americans.
Magical Negroes.
African Americans or Black. And then Jules and I.
When you go to see it, you could just say the American Society. Don't know what you did. Hey, you can start right there. Yeah. We'll take your money.
I would love to be in line with somebody like that. That would be freaking hilarious to witness. Like, hey, don't you say that. I got it.
You remember back in the day, some people were saying that they were going to see like a quote unquote black movie, and when they got their ticket, the ticket said a different movie.
A lady did that to me before I was young.
Yeah,
I was a teenager, so I didn't understand that. She gave us the tickets. I was like, this isn't to the right one. She's like, oh, it's okay, just go ahead. And at that time, they didn't necessarily have ushers following you, or
they
don't necessarily follow you now and all that now.
Yeah.
But it wasn't until I got older, I was like, what she did is took my money and gave it to this other movie.
Yep.
And I didn't, again, I was a teenager. I didn't know any better. But no, I look at my check stubs, because you're not going to be giving money away to a movie that I didn't see.
Yeah.
Especially stuff like this, that we got something different,
Yeah.
I get tired of the hood tales. We've done that 1.5 million times. It's nice to see something different. I think that's why we like Lovecraft so much.
This is definitely not a hood tale.
Yeah.
They're not saying Negro that often in there. I think they say it, I don't know, maybe twice or something. Just a couple times.
I'm not mad.
When they're talking about the name of the society. When they're talking about the name of the society.
Yeah.
There's no one in there talking about,
hey, Negroes. Come over here,
Negro this, Negro that, or even the other N word.
Oh, and I hope
it's not a bunch of that. It's not a whole bunch of cussing and stuff that I recall.
Good. I'm kind of tired of that.
Yeah, I think that y'all might find it interesting. Just if you watch it, let me know.
Yeah, let us know what you thought.
Ignore the title and just see the movie.
This is a really great discussion movie.
Yes,
I want to see it. So if you talk to us, I am going to see it. We want to know what you thought about it.
Yeah,
whether you're black or white, Asian, it doesn't matter where you are. tell us what you thought about the movie and what your takeaways were. Because I'm sure this could relate to other people, other cultures. I want to know what your culture is about. I want to learn some stuff.
I can relate to this main character, Aaron, you know, sometimes.
Yeah.
They show, like, he opens the door for one person and a whole bunch of people just keep walking through it. He just ends up holding the door.
There.
I remember being caught like that so many times,
Thank you,
especially
somebody.
as a kid. Yeah.
And see, I grew up, when somebody's holding for me, I'll grab it as well.
Yeah.
So they could go and I'll just say thank you.
I learned to let it go, especially when people aren't even saying thank you. Like, let them catch it.
You just let it boom.
You know?
I did that by accident one time, and I guess it might have been like a teenager, maybe 17, 18. He was like, yeah, thanks a lot. And I didn't even say that. I'm like, look, first of all,
you should try to,
in.
if somebody's holding the door for you, if somebody's holding the door for me, I reach my hand out, try to catch it so they can go on about their business, go on about their day. If they don't want me to hold it, then they'll stand there and keep holding it. And thank you. I say thank you. I make sure I say thank you. So many times I have been stuck holding the door and people don't even say thank you like it's my job, like I work there and I'm the door holder,
for their family.
And they're not trying to grab it.
Grab it for your family and then hold it for the next person and then go. Yeah. And then also the problem is that people will use the entrance door for the exit. Yeah. And that's what happened when I let the door go. And when you say, oh, thanks a lot. Well, first of all, you were going out the wrong door, mofo. So I don't want to hear it. So you know what I did? Is ignored them and kept right on walking because it wasn't even worth getting into an argument to show entrance.
And you're a lady. He's a man.
Oh, yeah.
Do it for yourself,
How about you come over here and do it? Yeah. What you thought this was a 1960s boy?
You know, you should have some chivalry and open the door for a lady.
Bitch, please. Okay. Well, there you have Miss Jules' review of the American Society of Magical Black People.
Negroes.
You can find Miss Jules and I on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Cash App. We appreciate any donations. If you want to send it through, you'll see our tagline right here for GottaBeReel. If you'd like to donate anything, we take requests. It doesn't matter what genre it's from. Just let us know, and we'll find the movie. We'll review it, and we'll shout you out on the show. Okay?
If it costs money, though, I can't guarantee I'm gonna see it.
She's gonna see it, y'all. She's playing around. She's fronting. She's going to see it. She sees like every freaking movie.
That's what we put our Cash App up there for, too.
Yeah, but she sees like every movie. Like literally, we'll be.
I saw 3 movies in a row.
And I'm like,
Friday and Saturday.
Hold up. I'm like, hold up. We were already doing 4. And she's like, oh, I just seen this. Oh, I just seen this too. Like, what the heck? Do you live in the movies? I mean, I see a lot of movies, but she's the only other person I know that's seen way more movies than me. And she just be texting me through the week. Oh, I seen this. I'm like, when the H did that come out? What the heck? So then I have to hurry up and go find these movies and pull them up. But that's our thing. That's what we choose to do because we enjoy doing it. And we want to talk to you. So talk to us. Let us know what you want to see. Make sure you stay tuned. All right? Thank you. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.